Hello guys, today we are going to create about the login page. With the help of this particular login page, if the username and password is valid, we are navigating to the another page. If the username and password is invalid, we are displaying some error message. We'll see that particular one. So first you create a project in your NetBeans. After creation is done, it will create one index.html page will be created, right? So in that particular index.html page, you write your login code here. So I'm writing here. So first you create a form action equal. I'm validating that particular login page, right? So for that I'm taking the validate dot JSP. With the help of this particular page JSP page one, I'm validating. After that method equal, I'm using the post method here. I'm using the post method here. Okay. After that you write your label. In that particular label you write your name, first username. After that write your input to type equal text, type equal to text, name equal username, okay, and then close that one and add the br. Okay, the next one I'm adding the one more label for password. So password, so that write your input, type equal password, name equal password, and then close that one and write the br for next line. Then write a submit button, input, type equal submit, value equal login. Okay, and then close your one, save your project and compile your project. First we'll see the front page of the login. So here our username and password fields are created and one login button will all created. Clear? Whenever you're clicking on this particular login button, that information will go to the validate.jsp. In validate.jsp only we are validating. So here we not created JSP file, right? So that's why we are getting here error. Now close and go to your project folder. Right click on your project, create a JSP page. Click on the JSP. So what is my file name here? Validate and click on the finish. Okay, so your JSP page will be created here. Now you have to write your validation code here. The code for the validation. So for that I'm using the scriptlet tag. And open scriptlet and close scriptlet. So there. So first I'm taking the string username, user equal. How to get that particular information? For that we are using the request dot what we have to use, request dot get parameter, request dot get parameter. What is my parameter name here? User. What is my parameter name here? User. Whatever the name you are providing, that information you have to pass here. What is my parameter name here? Username. Okay, so next password, request dot get parameter. So what is my next field name? Password. We pass new forward here password. Okay, now what we have to do now, we have to verify whether the given username and password is valid or not. If the username and password is valid, what we have to do, we have to navigate to the success phase. If the username and password is invalid, what we have to do, we have to navigate to the failure page. Okay, Clear? How to validate that one? So for that, what I'm doing here is I'm taking the if user dot equals user dot equals. So what is user dot equals? I'm comparing the name. User dot equals username. After that, use the AND operator. Next, what value we are comparing? We are comparing the password also. So password pass dot equals. So here I have to pass the password. Okay. If both are true, what we have to do? We have to navigate to the success page. So for that, what we are using here is we are using the redirect method. We are using the redirect method. Use that particular redirect method. To whom we are sending this particular redirect method? We are sending this particular redirect method to the client page, right? So means what, we are constructing a response, right? So for that we have to use the response dot what we have to use, send error or send redirect. We have to use the send redirect. Okay, here you have to pass your pass your URL name here. For example, I'm passing here google.com, http colon www.google.com. Okay, if it is successful, it will go to the google.com. If it is a failure one, so what we have to do, we have to display some error. Response dot send error, or you can redirect to some page. So where we are redirecting, so we are redirecting to the index.html and save your file and click on the run button. Now we'll see whether it is working or not. So write your username and password. Amar, my password is Amar. Login. See, now it is successfully navigated to the google.com. Okay, if you are entering the wrong username and password, we will see what will happen. So it will come back to the log index.html page. Okay, clear? Means what we are doing here. So we are, if the username and password is correct, what we are doing, where we are sending that particular response, we are sending that particular response to the google.com. If the username and password is wrong, so what we are doing, we are redirecting to the index.html. Clear? Is it clear? We'll generate the dynamic information. We'll generate the dynamic content. If the username and password is not valid, we'll display that particular error message here itself. Okay, so what I'm talking here is, if the username and password is invalid, so we are not going to the another page, or we are not redirecting to the other page, right? So here in this particular same page itself, what we are doing here is we are updating particular location. We are updating that particular location. So we are updating that particular location means what, we are generating the dynamic content there. Okay, if the username and password is invalid, we are giving that username and password is invalid. Okay, we are displaying that particular information in our page. Okay, we'll see that particular thing in the next session.